Dominick Cruz said he's hanging up the gloves.
Yeah.
One of the
And I
greats.
love him.
But it shouldn't.
He's
bum
always
any-
been plagued by injury.
It shouldn't bum anybody out. He's one of the greatest to ever do it, and he has a huge career already going. Like it's not like 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
He's making money.
Yeah, he's set. He's not just going to be a trainer at UFC gym. Like he's one of the rare guys.
He's a
that's
brilliant
set.
guy. He's fucking brilliant.
He's one of the best minds we've
You
ever
said
had.
that
Training
too.
for a
You and
fight?
Chael Sonnen said that. It's, in terms of breaking down fights, it's
Buddy.
almost nobody smarter.
No, best
He's
in the game.
Brilliant.
Best in the game.
But I thought he was just training for a fight.
He would, but that's his ego, and he wants to, get a win.
So
and
the
do it.
body just kind of gave out.
He's already had his shoulders have been awful.
He'd probably be.
It's for the
great coach.
It's for the better. A phenomenal coach.
Yeah,
He's
right.
such a good coach.
Yes.
But now he can focus completely on doing, commentating. He's a monster.
Yes.
He's one of the best. This isn't a sad story. It'd be sad if he had nothing to get into. Then you're like, fuck this poor
Right.
guy.
If anything,
he's
it's,
not
it's,
that.
If anything, it's good. Right?
It's good.
You're not getting your head kicked
This
in.
isn't a sad story. It's actually good.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean,
The sad
I
story is
love
the
him.
guy's braids in the back. All right, carry on.
Okay.
See him? You know what I'm talking about, baby. You know what I'm talking about, daddy.
Brendan.
You know what I'm talking about, daddy.
It's an
That's
interesting
sad.
look. Well, or it's just he might be partially Native American. He might be Serbian. We don't know.
It doesn't matter.
But
It's
I'm just saying, sometimes you want to wear
2025.
piggy tails, and it's a free country, and that's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna treat you like a motorbike.
You know what I'm saying?
Treat you like a motorbike.
No, don't treat him like a motorbike. No, he's got a thick neck. You never know. Listen, he probably trains. Be respectful.
But you got to realize the reason Dominick Cruz is so significant is if you think about his footwork, he used as a wrestler, he had similar stance. He'd switch it. Yeah. He was the first guy to use those angles and all that. Then you see guys like Cody Garbrandt, TJ Dillashaw, even influence of Conor, like all the footwork you see, he was the Jackie Robinson of it. Yeah. So he started this whole movement game where wrestlers are like, oh, hold up, I can actually incorporate some of the wrestling footwork into my MMA game.
Right.
So he was the original godfather of that. Of course. Like, so any of the switch stance and doing all this and the single legs and all that jerky movement, that's all Dominick Cruz. Nothing, it's never been done before till they saw him do it. And most guys couldn't do it. But then smaller wrestlers like TJ, Cody Garbrandt were like, holy shit, I can mimic that style. And they took it to another level.
Right.
So they're all influenced by him. Just the same way the middleweight division is influenced by Izzy, before him is influenced by Anderson Silva. Like there's a wave of guys that you got to know the history of to what you're looking at now.
Right.
And that's Dominick Cruz.
Yeah.
You don't see any near the movement and great wrestlers if Dominick Cruz didn't come along.
And Dominic always said, like, there's no such thing as ring rust. And he came back against Takeya Mizugaki and destroyed him after, like, I don't know, years.
He's the one where I do believe in ring rust, but listen to Dominick Cruz, much better fighter
He
than
doesn't
me.
believe in it.
I know.
Yeah.
So when he goes, I don't believe in ring rust, it's like, well, you got to be Dominick Cruz, who has the mindset of a Kobe, like fucking savage. And kudos to him, he's worked on himself. He was so competitive, impossible to hang out with.
Oh, really?
He used to be super
Not interested
difficult.
in making friends, just winning.
But you would understand.
Of course.
Like TJ too. When TJ was in his prime, difficult human being. There's certain guys that are difficult because all they give a flying fuck about is winning, whether it's going to the water fountain.
And they do win.
Peeling an orange.
Yeah.
Like everything's exhausting. Like I did
Jordan was that way, apparently.
the absolute winners are that way. Rondo's that way.
Yeah.
TJ's that way. Fucking Dominic's that way. Connor used to be that way. Khabib. So there's these absolute
When Dominic
winners.
was healthy, he was a world beater.
Of course. Well, he's world champion.
Yeah.
He's also, but for guys like me who are not built like that, I'm competitive and whatever you want to do. But if it's something like I did a go-kart race with Dominic, and he got there an hour early, was practicing on the course.
Wow.
I was there to fuck around and have a good time.
Not him.
He won. I'm cool. All right, man. Enjoy your win.
Yeah.
But but since he's gone through the injuries, probably did some therapy, talked to somebody, he's such a better human being. And he used to be even combative to talk to. Like
Really?
even when you
'Cause
engage in breaking down fights.
he would argue.
Oh,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah.
And so
You would
done a
know him
lot-
better.
Yeah, he's done a lot of work on himself, and he's the best. He's the absolute best. Kudos
Yeah,
to
he's
him.
one of those guys. He's a winner.
Well, the problem is like if you keep that like alpha, uber competitive edge through even when you retire, you're not gonna have a lot of friends. And then also, he's part of a team on the commentary team, and whether he starts businesses and you have employees, like you're a team. Nobody wants to play with you anymore.
Yeah, so
'Cause
he
it's
probably, but he probably
exhausting.
figured it out.
He figured it out.
Yeah, he figured
A lot
it
of
out.
guys don't, though. A lot of guys don't.
No, that's a guy that dude will figure it out. If he has to be,
It shows you how smart he is.
yeah, he's so smart. What was the fight? Who did he fight when he came back from a long injury?
Again, Mizugaki, I told you.
Yeah.
Was that who he beat?
The
Where-
Japanese guy.
Japanese
Yeah,
guy.
dude.
Yeah, and
Like
destroyed him. That's why I
like
said
a world beater. Man.
That's why he was like, there's no such thing as like, ring
Ring
rust.
rust, yeah. And for him, there's not. But
He destroyed
for
him.
Because of his
99.9% of everybody else, there's ring
Dude,
rust.
he came to my show in
San Diego?
He was showing me the nastiest little tricks. Like you take a jiu-jitsu class from that guy, I'll just fucking break your wrist, your fingers. I mean, he's got 1,000 things, man. It's like, oof.
But Jake came out and said, Canelo Alvarez ducked me, Jake Paul, and is now an owned slave with no regard or pride for the Mexican people who support him on U.S. soil.
It's rather disrespectful.
Is that a little rough to say?
Yes, it's
Well,
disrespectful.
the fight was signed, sealed, delivered. I know this for a fact. It was supposed to go down. Then, what's his name? Turkey
Al-Sheikh.
Al-Sheikh came in and at the last second pulled the rug from Jake Paul. But it was damn near this close to the finish line.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Jake Paul's got some balls.
That's
to
a terrible
challenge.
fight for Jake.
I
Terrible
mean,
fight.
that's
I'd,
ballsy.
I'd,
though.
I'd rather watch that than the fight that Turkey
Take my
announced.
money, dude.
Yeah,
Fight-
against
the fight that they announced is
Canelo against Skull. Do you know have you heard of a boxer named Skull?
No.
Okay,
course
neither
you
have I.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd much rather see what happens to Jake. Like, can he survive 3 rounds?
With who? With
Canelo, man, the guy we're
dude,
talking about.
Dude, yeah.
But I heard Canelo sign on to do other fights immediately after this one. So, like, it's not that he's not going to fight.
No, he signed with Turkey Al-Sheikh for 4 fights.
If anybody takes all comers, it's Canelo. He goes up 2 weight classes.
He doesn't though, because he won't fight Benavidez. So that's a horrible.
Well,
take.
he fought Kovalev, who was a fucking monster. He fought Bivol, which
Yeah,
is
but
a
he's
monster.
avoiding Benavidez. That's the guy he should be fighting.
he is avoiding.
I don't blame him. Here's why.
Yeah, but you just said he fights all comers.
Benavidez is a nightmare and not a big enough name. He's in the business of prize fighting. It's like he fought Bivol.
Yeah, but you can't say he'll take all comers and then
does.
he won't take him because he's not a big name.
He takes
fighting
all-
all comers means you take
Well,
anybody.
you take all comers.
Strategic.
Yeah, you take all
Well,
comers.
that's different than
strategic.
saying I take all
Yeah, but he's
comers.
smart to do that.
Yeah, but then
Benavidez
you
is
can't
like-
say he takes all comers if you're avoiding Benavidez,
I think
who's the
if
number
you
one guy.
gave him the right money, he'd fight Benavidez in a heartbeat. I don't think he's avoiding anybody. I don't think Canelo avoids anyone.
I think
I don't
he's
think it's
avoiding
fair. I don't think it's
Benavidez.
fair to say that.
I think he's avoiding him. But I don't blame him either. Benavidez is younger, trying to become the champion. Like, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, but
But yeah, I wish it would have
I'll
happened.
say this: Benavidez has never faced anybody like Canelo, so you can
That's
never
why he
tell.
wants to fight him.
Yeah, you can never tell. Somebody might look really fucking good against good guys. Then you fight a great. It's different.
Canelo's also getting a lot older, buddy.
Yeah, Jake is ballsy, man. Jake is
Super
fucking
ballsy.
ballsy, dude.
Horrible fight for him. Horrible fight.
Yeah, I mean,
Horrible fight.
yeah.
But I'd much rather watch that than this Skull guy.
Skull is undefeated,
it's not gonna
but still,
happen.
yeah, I get
It's
Uh,
not going to happen with Jake.
I don't know. With that Turkey Al-Sheikh, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, but boxing experts are saying that he is avoiding Benavidez for obvious reasons.
Of course, yeah.